The man walked up to the massive boulder at the canyon floor, stepped on it to test its stability, and found it solid. Bracing himself against both rock walls with his limbs, he carefully lowered his body downward. Just then, his right hand became trapped under an enormous rock. He couldn't believe what was happening. By the time his mind caught up, he was already stranded deep in the canyon, his right hand firmly wedged in the crevice. He yanked with all his might, but the rock didn't budge. Gritting his teeth against the pain, he tried lifting the stone with his left hand. Sweat beaded on his forehead, but the boulder remained immovable. In desperation, he rammed his body against the rock, trying every method he could think of. All in vain. Soon, exhaustion overtook him. Needing to regain strength, he pulled out his water bottle, but as he gulped thirstily, he suddenly stopped. A chilling realization struck him. Once this water was gone, there would be no more. In despair, he screamed for help. His voice echoed through the canyon. No response came. No one knew he was here. Forcing himself to calm down, he began to think. He emptied his backpack, spreading everything across the rock before him. The knife seemed his best hope now. He started chiseling at the rock wall, but hours of effort only scraped off tiny fragments. Suddenly, the knife slipped, falling into a narrow fissure at his feet. Bending awkwardly, he strained to reach it, but couldn't. Then an idea struck him. He removed his sock, used his toes to grip a stick, and finally hooked the knife back. Worse yet, his trapped hand had now gone numb. To save his arm, he had no choice but to keep trying. From day to night, thirst gnawed at him. He cautiously unscrewed his water bottle, taking the smallest sip, savoring each drop. His legs trembled from standing too long. He needed rest. Grabbing his climbing rope, he threw it upward repeatedly. After dozens of attempts, it finally caught on a protruding rock. Tying the other end around his waist, he shifted some weight onto it, finally getting brief relief. At dawn the next day, as the first sunlight entered the canyon, hope flared in his heart. He eagerly shifted 1 foot forward, the movement feeling like breaking free from an icy cage. Then he touched the sunlit rock wall, feeling its genuine warmth. His arm followed the beam of light. Slowly, his body grew lighter, as if he were watching a beautiful sunrise with his father. Snapping back to reality, he vowed never to give up. On the third day, an idea finally came. He took out his climbing rope, wrapped it around the boulder several times, and created a makeshift pulley with carabiners. But no matter how hard he pulled, the rock wouldn't move. Left with no options, he resumed chiseling, only to realize his arm was getting more tightly stuck. Then a terrible thought emerged. He removed the rubber strap from his water bottle, wrapped it around his arm, and began tightening it with a carabiner. His mind was made up. Sacrifice the arm to survive.